You could tell the lawyer wrote that statement instead of the publicist because he was being a little combative.
Jay Z released a statement, I would say almost like immediately once this happened.
The statement is something from, you can tell it's written by a lawyer. Because there's a point where it kind of gets aggressive. He says, like, you're gonna find out, like how I'll handle it.
All right, let's break this down because things are getting really wild. Everyone's asking the same question. Why is 50 Cent spending his own money to help a man who claims to be Jay Z's secret son take him to court again? And he's not doing this quietly either. 50 is making sure the whole world knows he's involved. Rumor has it, he's even adding this man his name is Rymir Satterthwaite to his new documentary that also goes after both Jay Z and Diddy. Let's rewind a bit and get to the beginning of this story. So, Rymir Satterthwaite isn't some random person who popped up for attention. He's been saying for years since he was a teen that Jay Z is actually his biological father. His mother, Wanda Satterthwaite, once swore under oath in a legal affidavit that she had a one-night stand with Jay Z back in the early 1990s when she was just 16.
The most overrated hip-hop star of all time.
Overrated?
Yeah.
I mean, Jay Z, he would say he was overrated, radically overrated to underpaid.
Jay got all the trophies, man. That's because he signed that contract.
What contract?
The one with Beyonce. No, if you don't sign, you don't give him a trophy, she ain't coming.
Because he sold his touring career to Live Nation, they got to keep him hot enough to go get their money back. So they match him up with him, put them together because he had momentum connected to his relationship with Beyonce and his record with Alicia. It makes sense. It makes sense that it's the Detroit, New York show, but it only makes sense to me because of business. It makes sense because them sold like 60 million records more than them. How you put them there like they equals? It's tough for me to say some of this. I sound like a hater, but I don't care.
According to her, she didn't name Jay on the birth certificate because she didn't want to deal with all the drama and legal issues that would come with it. This situation has been lingering for over a decade. And here's where it starts to raise eyebrows. Jay Z has never agreed to take a DNA test. Rymir and his godmother say they tried many times to arrange one, but Jay's legal team either ignored them or actively blocked the attempts. They say lawyers were sent to make sure nothing moved forward. So naturally, people started to question, if you had the chance to prove you're not the father, and it could all be settled with one test, why wouldn't you take it? Now here's something even more interesting.
It was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped out, she was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what is you doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Come
So
on.
who wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
Talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, came over. I said, oh, look at this.
They about to jump you.
You lucky Solange wasn't there.
Yeah, you lucky Solange wasn't there.
Solange was there, I would have had to reboot. Solange looked like she popped in that elevator like it was nothing. It was some gangster going on there. Jay couldn't do nothing, huh? What?
So what did B say, or she was just staring at you?
Nah, she came like she was ready, I thought something was gonna happen. And I'm like, yo, whoa. She's throwing me off now. Because I don't know exactly how to respond to this. You are still Beyonce. You know, she brought all of the sexy over. With that energy, jumping off, and I'm like, what the?
According to Rymir's godmother, there was a time when Jay Z seemed open to talking. She says he even showed interest in Rymir's music career. There were whispers that he might help Rymir get a record deal or mentor him in some way. But just when it looked like something might come of it, everything stopped. And the godmother claims it all changed when Beyonce allegedly found out. Think about the timing. This was before Blue Ivy was born. At the time, Jay and Beyonce were supposedly dealing with fertility struggles, trying to have a baby of their own. So if a grown child suddenly appeared, especially from a past fling, it would have been more than just a personal shock, it could have been a public scandal. Jay and Beyonce have spent years building a carefully polished image as the ultimate power couple. A surprise son doesn't fit into that picture. Some people believe Beyonce might have pressured Jay Z to cut ties, to protect their brand, their relationship, and everything they'd built. It sounds dramatic, But in the world of celebrity, image is everything.
This is a victory. The frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed. He said the trauma that my wife Beyoncé, my children, loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed. He said this 1-800 lawyer gets to file a suit hiding behind Joan Jane. They quickly realize that the money grab is going to fail. They get to walk away with no repercussions. The system has failed. Finished it off by saying the court must protect victims, of course, while with the same ethical responsibility, the courts must protect the innocent from being accused with a shred of evidence.
And when your image is tied to billion-dollar music, fashion, and business deals, one misstep can mean a lot. But here's where things take a sharp turn. 50 Cent decides he's not staying out of this. You know 50. He loves stirring up drama, especially if it involves people he's had issues with in the past. And Jay Z is definitely one of them. First, 50 starts trolling. He posted a photo of Jay Z on a milk carton like he was missing, jokingly asking, "Has anyone seen Jay?" Then he follows it up with posts saying Jay's hiding until things blow over. Classic 50 Cent. But he didn't stop at jokes. Reports say 50 reached out to Rymir personally and offered to pay for his legal fees. That's right, he's funding Rymir's efforts to keep this case going in court. On top of that, 50 is reportedly planning to feature Rymir in his upcoming documentary. This isn't just shade anymore, it's turning into a full-blown expose. The documentary is supposed to dig into Diddy and Jay Z's pasts, and now, Rymir's story will be front and center. This move by 50 Cent seems calculated. He's had long-standing beef with both Jay Z and Diddy. So what better way to get at them than by shining a spotlight on something they've tried to keep out of the headlines? And here's the thing, 50 Cent knows exactly what he's doing. He's giving a public platform to someone who's been trying to be heard for years. Whether you believe Rymir or not, his story is getting attention in a way it never has before. People who once dismissed it as gossip are now asking real questions. Why hasn't Jay Z taken a DNA test? What does he have to hide? Meanwhile, Beyoncé is reportedly furious behind closed doors. According to some insiders, she's been pushing Jay to handle this immediately, probably to make it all go away before it gets any worse. And really, you can't blame her. She and Jay have worked incredibly hard to maintain their legacy. This kind of controversy could shake the very foundation of everything they've built. Not just their image, but their influence. And now, the courts are involved again, and this time, they're not letting it slide. Jay Z's legal team recently tried to get the case dismissed. They argued that this entire thing has already been rejected by several courts and that it's nothing more than a form of harassment. They were hoping the judge would throw it out once and for all. But the court wasn't buying it. In fact, the judge said Jay Z must respond to the allegations by July 18th. That's a real deadline. No more dodging. No more silence. If Jay doesn't respond, the court could move forward without him, and that's a serious risk. Rymir has said over and over that this isn't about money or fame. According to him, he's just looking for the truth. His late mother always told him Jay Z was his father. And he says he deserves closure. Whether or not people believe him, he's not giving up. And now, with 50 Cent backing him and the legal system pushing for answers, things are finally reaching a boiling point. So now, fans and critics alike are divided. Some say Jay should just take the DNA test and end the conversation once and for all. Others think this is just old drama being stirred up again to embarrass him and Beyoncé. Either way, it's getting harder and harder to ignore. And here's the question everyone's asking: if Jay Z really has nothing to hide, then why not just take the test? This isn't just about gossip anymore. With court orders, documentaries, and public scrutiny all closing in, the truth, whatever it is, might finally come out. So what do you think? Should Jay Z step up and take the DNA test? Or is he right to protect his family and legacy by staying quiet? So now the world's watching. With the court involved, 50 Cent pouring fuel on the fire, and Rymir still fighting for answers, the pressure's higher than ever. Jay Z can either face it or keep dodging, but time's running out. Will a DNA test finally reveal the truth? Or will this all get buried under legal strategies and silence again? One thing's for sure, this story isn't just drama anymore, it's a real battle for truth, legacy, and reputation. Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates as this unfolds. See you in the next video. This isn't just about gossip anymore. With court orders, documentaries, and public scrutiny all closing in, the truth, whatever it is, might finally come out. So what do you think? Should Jay Z step up and take the DNA test? Or is he right to protect his family and legacy by staying quiet? So now the world's watching. With the court involved, 50 Cent pouring fuel on the fire, and Rhymer still fighting for answers, the pressure's higher than ever. Jay Z can either face it or keep dodging, but time's running out. Will a DNA test finally reveal the truth? Or will this all get buried under legal strategies and silence again? One thing's for sure, this story isn't just drama anymore, it's a real battle for truth, legacy, and reputation. Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates as this unfolds. See you in the next video.